flip it, reverse it.
Only 89% authenticity left. We're draining it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. Who is MC Mouse? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
MC Mouse. Who is he or who am I? So it started off when I was a young boy. So when I was a little kid growing up, I had really big ears. It was used to kind of troll or like tease me. I did deal with a little bullying coming up. But getting into dance and becoming like a street dancer, especially in Philadelphia, there's a big dance scene. I was able to make it cool. Instead of getting rid of the name, I kept it and turned it into my own thing, kind of like a persona per se. But I love to use that story because we come in a time now where there's a lot of kids being bullied or teased, whether it's physical appearances or certain attributes. You can take any circumstance and situation and turn it into your own. As far as the MC Mouse side of things, I started off as a street dancer, but then I started taking it seriously when I got a little older, training, traveling, doing competitions, events like that. So I kind of built kind of a reputation through myself in the dance scene. But then I started getting into the entertainment side of things, traveling more, going to different countries, hosting different events. I was able to build this brand around the name Mouse, and that's what you have today. So you have both the dancer side that kind of grew up a little rugged, and then the polished side that actually learned and got cultured along the way. And now it's this combination of the two, which give you who you see here today.
For events that want a concert like celebration, how do you set that energy the second you grab the mic?
Before you even touch the mic, it really starts on arrival, which I actually enjoy that part of it because it's almost like this kind of Clark Kent, Superman type like transition.
Yeah.
So when we show up, we're dressed down. We got to unload equipment, touch base with whoever the maitre d' is, the catering staff. You don't know who's who because
Yeah.
it's your first time meeting these people. I like that because they get to look at you and be like, all right, this guy may just be a set of hands. Then I get to walk up to you in my dressed down clothes, like, hey, I'm Mouse. I'm MC for the evening. Go meet the family and they get to see me. They get to see your personality in person, feel your energy for that first time. That's your first in-person impression where you set the tone. You see whoever the guest of honor is or whoever you're there to perform for, you get to show them in that moment, who you are before you actually throw the suit on, where they get to see the full put together appearance. I show my personality right when I meet them. I'm shaking hands, I'm high-fiving guest of honors, I'm giving hugs, where it's appropriate. In that moment, checking to see if they need anything, you get to see their walls drop because they know they're in good hands. Now they're excited because they're like, all right, this guy's really got a handle on things. I can tell by talking to him that he knows what's going on. You want them to not worry. Once you take that worry away, you're just kind of off to the races.
Wow.
For the concert style events, which people want now, that's the trend that we're in. You want to take that worry away and let them know we're about to have a great time. All I need you to do is show up. And we're already here, so it's just like, let's just get this party rolling.
Yeah, like let you handle all the
Yep.
tricky stuff. Just let them have a good
Absolutely.
time. How do you make the guest of honor feel like the headliner of their own show?
The guest liner is the headliner of their own show. I like to humble myself and know that it's not about me. It's about them. I'm there to put them in the spotlight as much as possible. They did hire me for me to be there, to be seen, to be heard, but I'm supposed to channel that energy into making whoever the guest of honor is to put that spotlight on them. We're there to make sure that they have the best time that they've ever had. In this company, we create moments from when people come in, if they're having a cocktail hour, greeting everybody, seeing who's who, family, friends. Oh, you're here. How do you know this person? And then making sure that whoever the guest of honor is, touching base with them, checking the temperature. How you
Yeah.
feeling today? You cool, nervous, whatever. Seeing what barriers you may have to overcome to get them the desired result. 'Cause that's what they're booking us for. Some people don't want the spotlight, but our job is to still give them a little bit of it because that's what you're there for. You want
Yeah.
to create these memories and these moments. A lot of these events, they're like milestones or it's things that only happen once. At the end of the event, we want them to say like, yeah, Limelight did an amazing job, but you also want people to go up to the guest of honor. Your party was amazing, the best we've been to this year. We put a lot of thought and effort into every aspect of these events.
Now, on the topic of moments, what makes a club style event different from a traditional event? And how do you bring that upscale nightlife vibe to these moments?
The club style event, the clothes that we wear, everybody comes in dressed to the nines. If they have a theme, the colors we put on, how we accent it, everybody coordinates together to make sure that All those little details come into play to make that grand scheme of whatever the event is. When we talk about music, our DJs are probably the hottest this side of the Mississippi. They've been rocking clubs and events for so long that doing these events is almost a no-brainer. Like, they just come in ready to go. They have the hottest tracks, they have the remixes, the redrums. For traditional events that want more of a low-key vibe, we do that too. That's when you bring your polished side out. That's when it's more of how you talk, how you communicate, how you carry yourself. But they don't need me to jump off of tables and hang from chandeliers. They may just need me to just look good and just be there to kind of coordinate and facilitate, and then I can do that too.
Now, every MC has their own flavor. What's your signature style that clients can expect when they book you?
So my signature style, I would say that a lot of it is me being in tune with pop culture and everything that people would consider trendy, the lingo that people are using, knowing how to use it without coming off as cringe.
Yeah.
Because if it's not authentic, people can tell a
Yeah.
mile away that you're just forcing it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be forced. I study a lot of this stuff. So on social media, I don't just scroll, I scroll to see what's happening. What are people saying now? What are people doing now? What songs maybe have dances that go together? I would say just making sure that you're knowledgeable in what is current as far as pop culture and trends. Every trend isn't something that you need. Every trend isn't actually cool or fun, but you pick and choose which ones kind of work. And then you build them into your event. You build them to your set style. As an MC, I studied communications in school. So learning how to speak, interpersonal communications, learning how to read people, read a room, and be in any environment, have a conversation with anybody on any topic for a number of minutes. So I build that into my MC style. So I can make sure everybody's having a good time. I can read the vibe of everybody at your event and see what I can fit in. So I actually use that to advantage. I consider that one of my superpowers.
Clients want to know that their event will be smooth and seamless. How do you balance that polished side with the party side?
When it comes to clients, everybody wants their event to go smooth. So right when I get there, my goal is to disarm them, to let them know that I got it, that I'm a quarterback, and that you're well taken care of, that you're probably the best hands that you could have facilitating your event. Ask them if there's anything they need, anything they may be worried about, just trying to ease their anxieties. That's where the power side comes in, just being able to communicate that to them. Sometimes you get there, something may be going wrong. And being able to handle that and work well under pressure says a lot. I've gotten more requests off of how I've handled a tough event than when everything goes smooth. Because it's just like, dang, everything could have went downhill, but this guy didn't even break a sweat. He just kept the party going. We've been events when the power's going out that and how you rock a party when
Keep
you
it
know when
going.
something that happens. So you got to keep it going. You
Yeah.
don't stop jumping, clapping, and singing because everything just went out. That's where your team comes in. You got to be able to tell somebody real quick, go check on that. You stay here, and we keep things going. People see that and come up to you afterwards, like, dang, when it went really bad, it still was a really good time. That's what separates us from everybody else. I think the power side is more catered to making sure everything runs smooth, but the party side is just natural. That's already there.
That's cool. If you had one word to describe yourself or your personality, what would it be?
One word to describe myself, I would have to say versatile. You're getting somebody that really has been in this industry, starting off when I started dancing, like 20 years probably. As an MC with this company, over 10 years. You're getting somebody versatile, somebody that can DJ, dance, somebody that can MC, somebody that can read the room, somebody that knows how to deal with all aspects of people, somebody that's traveled the world and met everybody. You're getting somebody that can handle whatever it is that you throw at them without breaking a sweat, not folding under pressure, and giving you that peace of mind. And all you got to do is just show up and have a good time.
That aura, that presence of being calm is what's most important to these families because putting on an event is very stressful, as you
Exactly.
know.
And these are important. And a lot of what we don't talk about is people are putting real heavy money into
Yeah.
these events to make sure that it goes well. So being able to give them that even
Exactly.
before the party starts, that's worth a lot more.